you see this hilarious thing that happened?
Yeah, I saw it. I was questioning something in class. It's amazing. What is it? Is it iguana? No, it's like one of the rubber lizards.
Like a gecko or something, maybe?
So, jointly.
I mean, reject the no.
So negative two.
Oh, you put it in alpha?
Reject the no.
Oh.
And so Z would be. and then 2, 4, so.
We know.
We keep
Except
it
no,
negative, right?
reject. It did fall, the rejection.
So.
Except no.
We can use percentages too, right? Okay, so I've understood how to use those now.
By that you mean p-values?
Yeah, p-values.
Yes.
Make it great too.
How do we do that again?
If the p-value is smaller than alpha, then you
So-
reject the null.
So we still have to find.
Actually, no, I do
Still
not
have
know
to
how to use
look up
p-values, I'll be
percentages.
honest.
So.
So then
And it's a
it's
left
Accept the
delta.
no, reject.
Well, unless you're gonna be on your calculator,
Do we
because then you don't even have to
What
draw a
was
picture
the
or anything.
z-value?
You could just
No.
compare the p-value.
Z
to the
value
calculator
is
to
the,
2.0.
oh, for,
Yeah.
like a
But we
bell,
still have to do this.
it's
No, because
negative
calculator is on
2.33.
Oh, we would just put this in.
Yes.
But then, oh,
And why don't you check your answer and see if you got it right before you
Yeah, we accept it.
Yeah, so accept the no. And the plan, this one.
No,
No?
they're playing the wrong one, so we reject it.
Oh, yeah. It's a-
I can feel that extra hour of sleep I got last night. It's pretty nice.
Hour?
That's right, extra hour.
Oh, yeah.
It's your mind, but it's confidential.
Yeah. Gotta get all of it out.
Yeah, you do.
Zach, do you do the two tissue method so you can know blow through it? Like, you know, schools are really thin.
Yeah.
Do you do the two tissue method or just fold?
Are we having a blowing nose party? Like, what's going on right now?
I need the one that's also.
Okay.
I figured that if he's gonna blow
You know, I
you,
kinda have to
then
too,
don't
I
mind.
have to get
Go
up
for
now.
it. No, no, now you should. Now's the time.
Yeah, I did like 5 days.
I don't know if it's like allergies or
It's the spring.
it's cold, like change the weather.
I'm just always.
What are you talking about? The
because
simple
it's
70
different.
degree change in the weather in the past 2 weeks, Zach? You think that could be it?
I'm just always sick.
Yeah, you are just that one.
Isn't it crazy?
Yeah, it's supposed to drop to like
I
high
don't have
like 30 on
allergies.
Monday.
Can you imagine living in a place like Southern California and be like, what's the temperature going to be today? 70. What's the temperature going to be tomorrow? 71. And then the next day, 68. And the next day, 70. And like, I mean, they seriously, they vary by like 10 degrees almost constantly. Places like, what's that one that has like the train cars? Is it San Diego?
What do
The
you mean,
trolleys?
cards?
The trolley cars.
Oh,
San
yeah,
Francisco.
yeah.
San Francisco has one of the, in the United States, one of the most temperate, like, even climates throughout the whole year. Of like, in the summer, it's like 70 degrees, 75 maybe. And in the winter, it's like 60 degrees, 55 maybe. It's
That's
like this
awesome.
sweet zone.
That's
The only issue is that there's a lot of rain. But temperature is really stable. So can you imagine being like, the whole year, our highest temp is 25 degrees separate than our lowest temp? We're like 100 degrees separate? More.
More, yeah.
I bet humidity.
Because there's definitely gonna be some point this summer where it goes over 100 at least once, right? Most likely, at least in the high 90s.
Well,
And then we're definitely gonna hit at least some point in the winter where it's like negative 40.
yeah, it does, like, we could have, feels like it. We could have like a negative 30 degree day, and then all of a sudden, like, what was it yesterday, it was 70 most of the day?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 100 degree difference.
That's
Why are some
crazy.
questions square?
There was one year, I think you
Oh. But also, I mean, humidity probably won't be that high down there as it gets up here.
Yeah. And that's why we have so much fire issues. And so do they. They've got such dry stuff, but like we fluctuate like crazy. Some places are always wet and some places are always dry and we fluctuate.
I
Yeah,
like it.
Missouri was so nice.
What?
This was.
Said I like the difference in weather.
Me too.
It gets so boring.
Well, I'd rather.
I also would prefer cold to warm.
Okay, so you
Alaska-
would be bitter cold instead of bitter
Yeah.
heat.
As in if somebody said, would you rather live in Alaska, Laura, or would you rather live year round in Arizona? I'd pick Alaska.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Because
I would
I
pick
can
Alaska.
put on clothes.
I would pick
We had
Alaska.
the same exact conversation
Let's
in
just
Spencer's.
I don't wanna live somewhere when I go outside, I feel like I'm dying.
I have
Is
some-
it-
And there's
is it
nothing to do
grass?
about it.
Yeah.
At least in Alaska, I can put a hat on. What'd you say?
So
Humidity
that's stories
actually
about both
may
Arizona
have
and
grass.
Alaska.
Do you really?
Yeah, well, cause
Yeah,
Arizona, my
bitter
aunt,
cold
my
is much
great
better.
aunt lives there, and she said.
Well,
that
yeah.
Sorry,
she gets
Caitlin, Ryan.
scorpions.
Hmm?
And she gets scorpions there.
Yuck.
And I'm like, no. But
Not
then
okay.
I also, my mom's half brother, who's younger, is going primitive in Alaska.
Ooh.
They're for young.
Like search for berries.
No, like they have like a canvas tent and they're gonna try to like homestead on an
Whoa.
acre of land.
On a
And
single
they're
acre.
all under the age of 10 and they're trying to live in a canvas tent.
What do you mean they're all under the age of 10?
Besides
There's
the
4
parent.
kids. There's 4 kids and it's my mom's half brother and his wife.
Okay, but there are adults with them.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you say all, I'm like, what do you mean that like 4 10-year-olds are like, we're going, and their parents are like, well, yeah, you're gonna homestead in Alaska. What are we gonna do?
A single acre though? Is that enough for a
No,
homestead?
no. Like, like a massive cabin and then like farm. there, too.
On an acre?
Yeah.
How
Really?
big is in one acre?
You gonna need a single piece of bread.
Zach,
off
you- Zach, you
Are
go to
they
my house,
vertical
right?
farming? Like, what's
My
going
house-
on?
I don't know.
Is that primitive?
Is there a really
9
like big waterfall there and they're fish farming?
So,
Apparently
like the
they're
water
15
around
miles
too?
away from.
Yes.
Yes, the one around my house and
An acre.
Oh.
about
Yeah,
the
they're gonna be
size.
So
living in a
grizzlies.
In a canvas tent.
So they're
Neat.
gonna try to do a house farm too?
Okay, we are recording still.
Sorry,
So for
Ryan.
Caitlin and Ryan, let's get going here. The answers, ready? This is a left-tailed test. You should have had, your rejection regions would have been, what was it?
Negative 2.3.
Let's see, 0.005, I don't have that one.
0.01 or 0.01.
Oh, you're right, because it's a one-tailed test. So, yeah, negative 2.33. Your z-score should have been negative 0.91, which ends up being in the null, which means that you, I don't remember what their claim was.
That-
Less than average daily cost.
So then you accept the null and reject their claim, right? Okay, all right, so, who wants to come up here and show us for a prize? And then also, make sure that you can either show us on a calculator or by hand, your choice. 1, 2,
50/50.
Trying
This is actually 50-50.
More powers.
Not like those idiots who are like, what's your chance to win the lottery? 50-50. 2.
Yes!
Also, like those people that argue like, what's it called? There's 5 doors,
I just don't want
there's 1
to-
door, and like the other doors are closed. It's better chance to switch the other door. No, it's not. It's still the same.
Are you gonna- Are you gonna do this?
Whatever you want. Should I?
Whatever, you're the one that's writing.
Oh,
I don't care.
When we're done with this.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, first thing, we got the data and stuff, so we draw a bell curve. It's a good bell curve.
really
And then we found it on the z-score test, or on the sheet, and it was, you looked up 0.01 in the middle, and going to the outside, that's negative 2.33. And then after that, we did the math. So we did,
We need
Uh,
the H symbol.
oh, sorry, never mind. We did this. We did the h's of O. We did mu1 is greater than or equal to mu2. And then the h's of A is mu1 is less than mu2. And then the h's of A is the claim. And then now we did the math. So we did 234 minus 240, and then it would be minus 0, but yeah. And then we did the square root of 19 squared